Just waiting for our Amazon Live to start. I'm waiting for Amazon. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. I'm just waiting to start this live. We're going to look through pies today. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hello from Cookbook Divas. This is Carrie. And today I wanted to look through some pie cookbooks that I grabbed at my local library. Now I know everybody starts baking pie in September and October when it's autumn, but I like to keep baking pies throughout the winter, although I'm sad I can't just go to a farmer's market here in wintry Seattle where it actually started snowing a little bit. Can't go to a farmer's market and get fresh fruit, but I can buy frozen fruit at the grocery store. So I checked out 5 or 6 pie cookbooks at my local library. Now, I would love to hear from you, people that just started watching. Let me know where you're watching from and if you like pie cookbooks and what your favorite kind of pie is. I'll ask you pretty soon as we get some more viewers. So starting off, I think I'll do the smallest one first. This is The Little Book of Pies and Tarts. Give the gift of pie with our tear out recipe cards, which we better not tear it out because this is from the library. This is by Country Living. It's this cute, tiny little book. I love it. I'm going to throw on, I'm supposed to be focusing on which one I'm talking about. Whoops, I forgot that I was doing Amazon Live. Thank you for joining us, viewers. I'd love to hear where you're watching from and what your favorite kind of pie is, whether you make the pie yourself or someone makes it for you. Let me just find Country Living. There we go. Whew. I'm going to throw on my reading glasses and see what it says on the back of this tiny little cookbook. We're going to go through about 4 cookbooks in the stream today. And stay tuned later tonight. I'm going to be streaming about another library haul of a whole bunch of random cookbooks that tempted me. And then at 6 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be doing a Little House on the Prairie chat. We're going to look through the Little House cookbook. Hello, Tanya. Welcome back. Anybody in Amazon chatting yet? Nope. Okay. Home-baked goodness. Do you want to make a golden brown pie bursting with fragrant and delicious apples with a touch of cinnamon? Why, yes, I do. Or perhaps something savory like an incredible buttery tart that brims with a wild mushroom filling? Again, yes, I do. Now you can learn the basics of rolling, filling, and baking pies and tarts from scratch. Choose from 50 easy-to-make recipes. So I'm looking through these cookbooks because it's hard when you're shopping on Amazon to know what does the cookbook look like on the inside. Sometimes you can click, peek inside or look inside this book, or you can see a couple preview photos. This is from 2011, so it's a little bit older. The pages are glossy, like you'd be able to wipe them if they got messy in your kitchen. Let's check out the table of contents. Introduction, easy as pie. Simple crumb crusts, no fuss freeform crusts, single crust pies, double crust pies, elegant tarts and tartlets. So I wonder if tarts are this size and tartlets are like that big. I guess we'll find out. Hand pies and turnovers. I like making those because they're very forgiving. Hello, Amazon viewer. Let us know where you're watching from. Tanya, what's your favorite pie? I want to hear it in the comments. Okay, let's start off. Baking for beginners. We don't need that part. Beautiful picture of a summery pie table. Ingredients for success, tools of the trade, techniques, just in case we need to know. Cute kids sniffing a pie. Now I'm hungry for pie. Pie baker's cheat sheet. Simple crumb crust is our first chapter. Crumb crust 3 ways. Banana pudding pie. Okay, now you're talking. I would probably not make that myself, but if I saw it at a restaurant, I would order it. Yogurt and fruit tartlets. Rhubarb custard pie with pecan crust. I'd love to hear what you drink with the pie. Coffee, tea, alcoholic beverages. Don't know. Summerberry tart with chocolate crumb crust. Pumpkin cream tartlets with ginger snap crust. No fuss freeform crusts. I like these because I'm not very good at shaping the pie crust and doing all the crimping. So I can just throw it in there and it's good enough. Quick puff pastry. Galettes. Rustic apple pomegranate tart. Tiny picture though. Mixed berry crostata. It's been a while since I had a crostata. Sounds good to me. A plum galette. Hey, I have plum trees in my backyard. They don't give fruit every year. Maybe every 2 or 3 years depending on the weather. A prosciutto and fig crostata, getting a little savory there. We have 4 or 5 more cookbooks to look through, so I'm going to skip ahead a little. Single crust pies. Decorative borders. Hello, Amazon viewer. Let me know where you're watching from, and what your favorite pie is. Baked pie shell. Orange meringue pie. I usually hear of lemon meringue. I don't usually hear about orange. Okay. Oh, here's lemon meringue. Fresh berry crumb pie. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Oh, peach huckleberry lattice pie. We're in the 2 crust pie section of this cookbook. Shaker lemon pie. A quince mince pie. That's almost a tongue twister. I'm like, whoa, what's happening? Elegant tarts and tartlets. Let's find out what a tartlet is before I move into the next pie cookbook. Sweet pastry crust, chocolate pecan tartlets. Tomato and camembert tart. That sounds like a great combination. I've actually never tried making that. And Tanya is watching us on Amazon and YouTube. What a super fan. Thank you. Love it. Wild mushroom tart. What is a tartlet? Turkey and autumn vegetable tart. That sounds good. Good use for leftovers after Thanksgiving. I didn't see a tartlet in this area. Last but not least, hand pies and turnovers. Fried apricot turnovers. Yum. I didn't used to like apricots, and I grew up in San Diego, and we had a giant apricot tree with thousands of apricots in the yard. We'd be begging the neighbors to come over and pick them. And now that I don't live anywhere near an apricot tree, I like them now. Cherry walnut turnovers. Okay, that was a cute little book of pies and tarts. I'm not sure I would buy it because it's not going to fit on my bookshelf when I stack it with the other books, but it would be a cute little gift maybe to somebody that's just beginning to be a baker. So that's from Country Living. Let's move into the next cookbook. But first, I'm going to have a little tea. And in case you're curious, yes, I'm drinking out of a Hallmark Christmas movies mug because I still have not finished watching all the Hallmark Christmas movies that I put on my TiVo in December. My boyfriend doesn't like to watch them, so I have to wait till he's out of the house to watch it, to be nice, because it would torture him. So I still have 6 or 8. So I'm using my Hallmark Watching Movies mug, which I put in here in case you're curious. Where is it? I can never find it. And the tea that I'm drinking out of it is this Haney & Sons Winter White Earl Grey. It is my favorite. I don't have the tin here to show you, but I buy the tin because it keeps the tea so well protected. But then I buy this giant bag of refills, and I buy it on Amazon instead of the Harney.com website because I haven't given Harney.com my password and my credit card and all that. I don't want to create an account. I can just buy it on Amazon. So this is 50 sachets, and I drink 2 of them a day. So this isn't even a 1-month supply. Well, it's not like I'm going to drink less tea. I love it. Okay. Next cookbook. The Waitress Pie book. And there's a reason I picked this one. Let's see if I can find it on my phone over here. Excuse me for breaking eye contact. Well, there's the mug. The company says Pollen Christmas mug. I'm just focusing on it. Those of you on YouTube can't see me pulling it up on Amazon. That's okay. The Waitress Pie book is in here somewhere, and my phone doesn't want to cooperate. I think it's based on the movie. Am I wrong? I don't think so. Oh my gosh, it's totally not on here. Okay. Well, we'll just talk about it anyway. Oh, there it is. Sugar Butter Flour is the title of it. I was looking for the Waitress Pie book. Recipes from the files of Jenna Hunterson. Wouldn't it be great if life were as easy as pie? Now it can be, claims this book. Join Jenna Hunterson in the kitchen of her newly opened pie shop and bring home a slice of Broadway. In Sugar Butter Flour, she shares the secrets behind the signature pies immortalized in the hit show Waitress, including foolproof tips for preparing flaky crusts, dreamy fruit and chocolate fillings, and show-stopping lattice tops. Okay. Jenna's whimsical creations are anything but average. Where there's a whisk, there's a way pie will lift your spirits. In the dark triple chocolate truffle pie is a reminder that sometimes it's good to be bad. And mermaid marshmallow pie will appeal to the inner child in us all. So whether you're baking away the blues or celebrating happy times, Sugar Butter Flour proves that there truly is a perfect pie for every occasion, blah, blah, blah. The author, Jenna Hunterson, is the proprietress and chief baker of Lulu's, the pie diner brought to life in Adrian Shelley's beloved movie Waitress. Yay! Now, who knows who the actress was that starred in Waitress? I should have looked it up before I started this, but I forgot. And there's a website called waitressthemusical.com, and you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay. This came out in 2017. It starts off with a cute little gingham page. I loved that movie. Did anybody see it? I just can't remember the actress. The publisher is Pam Krause Books. with Avery in New York City. Ooh. Dedicated to the memory of Adrienne Shelly, the writer, director, and star. Oh, that's who starred. Of the 2007 film Waitress, and the team who was inspired to adapt her story into the Broadway musical. Okay. Chapters are Baked from the Heart, Fruit Pies, Dish It Up, Savory Pies, Feels So Good to Be Bad, Chocolate and Nut Pies. Part 4, A Soft Place to Land, Custard and Cream Pies. Part 5, Lulu's Blue Ribbon Winners. I'm just going to read the introduction a little bit briefly. She writes, my mom had taught me everything I know about pies. It was in her kitchen that I learned that making a pie is an act of love and how baking can open a door to a better life. Mama came up with hundreds of different pies, and they all had real funny names, like Lonely Chicago Pie and Sweet Victory Pie. She told me, Jenna, you can tell a whole story with a taste. Well, she was right, and now I share my story with you through the recipes in this book. So here's Jenna's rules for baking in life, like keep cool, keep moving, vent, hold it together. Pie crust basics. Now, my grandmother had a little secret when she made pie crust, and I can't tell you the secret or it wouldn't be a secret anymore, but I bet your grandmother had secrets too. Blind baking. Do you guys own pie weights? I do own pie weights, and I can't find them, and I have to look for them because I don't want to go buy them again on Amazon just because I stupidly lost them in my kitchen. Okay, part 1. Here's the fruit pies chapter. Let's see what some of their recipes look like. Sweet Victory Pie. Life's Peachy Keen. Okay, here's Sweet Victory Pie. Yum. What's in it? Cherries. Fresh cherries. Well, and she's using arrowroot starch in the crust or in the filling. I don't know. The apple of my eye, rum raisin hand pies. I love making hand pies because I can just quickly form them and they're so flaky. Polka dot peach pie. Cute. Banish the glum plum galettes. I like that. Big Guy Strawberry Pie. Now, I can't show you every recipe, so I'm going to skip ahead. Dish It Up Savory Pies. This is the part I'm most curious about in this cookbook. For those of you that just joined us, we're looking through the Waitress Pie book, Sugar Butter Flour. Dish It Up Savory Pies. Okay. This is an example of a, whoa, these pies have interesting names. A Little Wild Berry Pie. But the ingredients besides berries are venison shoulder or bottom round roast or beef chuck roast. So I wouldn't eat that because I'm vegetarian, but I could sub in my fake meat for it. I would just have to eat it by myself because my boyfriend would say, no. This is called Betrayed by My Eggs Pie. I'm not sure why it has that name. She writes, this is the pie you ought to eat the morning after the drinks you shouldn't have drunk the night before. So it has chorizo, eggs, and butter. This is a leaky roof potato pie. That looks good. I love savory pies. Do you prefer savory or sweet pies? I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. My husband's a jerk chicken pot pie. Oh, I would make this for my boyfriend who is not a jerk. He loves chicken pot pie. He also loves shepherd pie, and now there's a recipe here. I have a feeling I'm not going to be taking this library book back for a few days until I get to try out some of these. Old Joe's Horny Past Pie. Now that's a pie name. What's in it? Ritz or saltine cracker crumbs, tomatoes, salt, scallions, mayonnaise, and a pie. Not much though, just a half cup, but still, whew, okay. Celery seed, black pepper, goat cheese, basil leaves, Ritz crackers, Parmesan cheese. Okay. Sit on your, I can't say it on Amazon, sit on your buns, chili Frito pie. That's all I'm going to say. Feels So Good to Be Bad, chocolate and nut pie. Shall we look at some of these? I want to play doctor with my gynecologist chocolate mousse pie. I wish I hadn't read that sentence right now. Okay. Jenna Devil's Food chocolate oasis pie. Okay, that's beautiful. I never thought of putting chocolate dipped strawberries on top of the pie. That's cool. Slow as molasses shoe fly pie. Raspberry buttermilk custard pie. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't have thought to put powdered sugar on top of the raspberries after I put them on top. Banana cream pie, again. Those are popular. I bet the next pie books I look through are going to have lots of those too. Here's a key lime pie. That might be my favorite right now. This one's called Where There's a Whisk, There's a Way. That is way too much meringue for me, or custard, whatever's on top. I can't handle it. I would not be able to eat that. Too much for me. Wake up and smell the coffee pie with cute little coffee espresso beans on top. Deep dish blueberry bacon pie. So as a vegetarian, I wouldn't eat that, but you might want to. So that is the Waitress Pie book. Let me know if you want me to revisit any of those pages that we looked at. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to our next pie book. I do have to peek over here at my phone to find it. It's Hoosier Mama Book of Pie. I do not know why they named it that. We're about to find out. There, the Hoosier Mama Book of Pie. Deluxe recipes by Paula Haney. I hope I said that right. It could be Haney, but I think it's Haney. All right. February 2014 is either when this came out or when my library got it. She also wrote this with Allison Scott. And it has, whoa, lots of chapters going on. Sweet pies, such as farmers market pies, cream, custards, and curds, desperation pies, chess pies, over-the-top pies, turnovers, and then savory pies. Yay, my favorite. Seasonal savory pies, spring, summer, fall, and winter, of course. Quiches, hand pies. And then a section called sub-recipes, sweet, savory, and sausages. I'm not sure what's going on there. Hi, Jonathan. Thanks for tuning in again. Okay, welcome to the Hoosier Mama Pie Company. And hello, Texas. It's after dinner time in Texas. What did you have for dinner, Jonathan? I haven't had dinner yet. I'm thinking it's a pasta night. When I unlocked the door, there was already a line. It was March 14th, 2009, opening day at the Hoosier Mama Pie Company's new shop in the Ukrainian Village neighborhood of Chicago. After months of worrying if a bakery devoted to just one product could cover the rent, I had a new fear. Did I make enough pie? In 2 hours, I had my answer. No way. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right. How to use this book, etc. Let's skip this part. Every cookbook has, here's what you need for your pantry, here's your utensils, here's how to use the book. We're here for the recipes. They did give us a recipe for an all butter pie dough, and my favorite thing, if you've been watching Cookbook Divas a long time, you know I love step-by-step photos. They really help reassure me that I'm going about the right way, doing it right. I am laughing because I can tell my dog just walked in the room because he stinks, and I suddenly smell, oh, my dog's here. He stinks because he goes swimming in a nearby river or slough every day at the dog park. And we don't bother bathing him because you can only wash a dog once a month. Or his skin dries out. So he smells bad. Anyway, that was appetizing. She says we use large coffee filters filled with dried pinto beans to blind bake. That's smart. Okay. Lessons from the rolling table. Okay, I admit these are good tips, but I'm not going to read them all because I got to get to the recipes. But it's nice that they're including a pie dough troubleshooting guide because I have trouble with pie. All right, sweet pies. So for those of you that just joined us, we're taking a look through Hoosier Mama Book of Pie. And the sweet pies are, starting off with farmers market pies. These are the pies we sell at Chicago's Green City Market every Wednesday. Spring. I'm guessing that's rhubarb. Yep, strawberry rhubarb pie. Does anybody here have rhubarb that grows in your garden in the spring? I do, but I have to be careful where I pick it from because my dogs like to pee on it. Apple rhubarb with oat crumble pie, strawberry pie, and now we're in summer. So FYI, not every recipe has a picture. Blueberry pie doesn't have a picture. Enjoying the Green City Market. I'd rather have a picture of the blueberry pie. Okay, but we all know what blueberry pie looks like, so fair enough. Okay, blackberry pie, peach pie, etc. Let's skip ahead since they're not giving us very many photos. I'm going to start skipping big chunks of the book in that case. Here's the Hoosier Mama apple pie method. More step-by-step photos. So helpful. And someone just joined us on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Let me know where you're watching from, please. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. We also have people watching on Facebook. And they usually don't tend to comment very much. So, American persimmon pie. Sounds good. No photo. Maple pecan pie. No photo. Pear apple cranberry pie. Now we're in winter. Hopefully there'll be a picture. Sweet potato pie. Funeral pie. Using raisins. 2 different kinds. Golden dark. Apple cider. Mincemeat pie. I'm really trying hard to find a picture of pie. Thank God. Banana cream pie. And I knew there's going to be banana cream pie recipes. Jonathan had a baked pasta dish for dinner. I am jealous. I'm probably just going to have regular pasta because I don't have time to bake it. I'm just going to have like spaghetti with red sauce out of a jar. I don't have time to cook tonight because I'm doing so many cookbook look-throughs. Yay! Chocolate cream pie. Okay, gonna skip ahead and try to find some photos. The fact that there aren't a lot of photos means I might not personally buy this book. I may take it back to the library and be done with it. Chess pies. Lemon chess pie. Now, why do they call it a lemon chess pie when it's full of blueberries? I'm very confused. All right. He writes, I first came across chess pie in Baltimore, where it's been popular on this side of the Atlantic since the arrival of the first English settlers who brought the recipe with them. Martha Washington's Book of Cookery, which dates to 1749, contains a recipe that's very similar to chess pie, though it's not mentioned by name. Chess is rare in the northern states, and what is chess pie is probably the most frequently asked question in the pie shop. Okay. There's a chocolate chess pie. Peanut butter pie with chocolate ganache. Whoa, that's a s'more pie. Excuse me. I don't care for s'mores, but I don't like mayonnaise. Or not mayonnaise. Why did I say mayonnaise? Because I need more caffeine. Excuse me. I meant marshmallows. And marshmallows are not vegetarian, so I don't eat s'mores. Okay. Turnovers. Let's check out if they have a turnover picture. Yes. Assembling and baking turnovers. The ingredients that you need. One step-by-step photo. And now we're in the savory pies. Seasonal savory pies. Please have a picture. Oh, they do. Thank goodness. If pie is slow food, savory pies are even slower, they write. The recipes are not hard to follow, but you should not expect to throw a savory pie together in a hurry. Like all good pie, these take time. Fair enough. Spring, cheddar vegetable pie, mushroom spinach pie, colcannon pie, French onion soup pie. Wow. I like this writing in this cookbook. They're making up for the lack of photos. If someone walks through the kitchen and comments on how amazing it smells, chances are good butter and onions are in a hot pan. Yep. Summer. Corn pudding pie. This would probably be the first recipe I would try out of this cookbook. I'm a little angry that there's no photo of it. This is a pulled pork pie. I just love corn pie. Okay, I'm going to skip. Let's start skipping because they don't have enough pictures for us to check out. Quiches. Lots of quiche recipes. Okay. Spinach Gruyere quiche with caramelized onions. Asparagus ricotta quiche. Roasted butternut squash and goat cheese quiche. Wow. Leek apple and cheddar quiche. Sausage escarole and smoked mozzarella quiche. Ham and brie quiche. Not the best photo. Okay, but at least there is one. All right. I found that interesting, and maybe if you love cookbook photos as much as I do, maybe I just saved you. Hello, Shoshana from Michigan. I'm glad to have you back. And FYI, at 6 p.m., which is an hour and 20 minutes from now, I'm going to be doing a Little House on the Prairie cookbook look-through and chatting about the show, chatting about the books, and I'm going to hold up and show you all of my Little House on the Prairie books because I have a lot, but I have to find them, so I better stop streaming pretty soon. I have no idea what this book is. I grabbed it because it's about pie. It is the Norse Nook, Book of Pies and Other Recipes, and I don't know what the Norse Nook is. So let's check it out. If you're watching on Amazon Live, you can see a drop down below with the book. You can click on for more info. It's by Jerry Bechard and Cindy Borton Parker. Okay. Came out in 2015. So this says, pie. The Norse Nook's mile-high meringue and dairy state deliciousness attracts foodies, celebrities, and tourists from around the world, as well as the locals. Founded as a small town and cafe in 1973, which is a few years after I was born, the Norse Nook is now a foursome of revered pie shrines in Osseo, Rice Lake, Eau Claire, and Hayward, Wisconsin. Okay, so 4 Wisconsin pie shops, Norse Nook. All right. Phew. So here it is. Who published it? The University of Wisconsin Press published this. Okay. We dedicate this book to all Norse Nook bakers, past and present. Okay. So here's the table of contents if you're curious. Crusts, toppings and puddings, Dutch and praline topped pies. Now, do you say praline or praline? I say praline because I'm on the West Coast, because I grew up in California. I don't know. But my stepmother, who grew up in Texas, said praline. double crust pies, candy pies, cream cheese pies, sour cream pies, ooh, stirred pudding pies, frozen pies, sugar-free pies. Why would you bother? Okay, cheesecakes, torts, muffins, cookies, and Scandinavian specialties like rosettes, lefse, krumkake, ramagrat Norwegian pudding, Scandinavian oatmeal flatbread, Scandinavian sand bagels, and almond cake. Okay, introduction. There's the Norse Nook sign, etc. Let's get to the, here's what it looked like. There's the bakery. Okay. Here's one of the waitresses. Oh, we're getting into some crusts. Usually pie books, the first chapter is kind of boring because it's all crust, how to make crust. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get to the recipes. Dutch and praline topped pies. Who's hungry for pie now? Hey, thanks to whoever just joined us over on YouTube and Facebook. We're looking through the Norse Nook Book of Pies, and hello on Amazon. I'd love to hear where you're watching from. We just got a new viewer on Amazon too. Cherry crunch pie. Yum, I love cherries. Harvest apple pie. So far, I'm loving the food photography, and I love that they have a little tip in here on almost all these recipes. This one says, tip, for the filling, you can substitute a 1-quart jar of Norse Nook apple pie filling. Well, no, I don't have access to that. Blueberry crunch pie. Peach raspberry Melba pie. Look how pretty that is. Whenever I arrange fruit on top of a pie, I don't get it that symmetrical. It doesn't quite look that good. Jamberry pie. Now we're in the double crust pies. These I struggle with. I never get the top pie to quite cover. I gotta practice. Old-fashioned strawberry pie. Yum. I also like one crust strawberry pies too. Cherry pie, apple pie, strawberry rhubarb pie. Every pie book has a recipe for that. Caramel apple pie. Peach pie, of course. Oh, I miss fresh peaches. Cranberry apple pie. Blueberry pie. I don't mind looking through these in winter. I don't just make pie in summer and harvest time in autumn. I don't just make them for the holidays. Here's a Snickers caramel pie. Who loves caramel? I do. A cafe mocha pie. I'm enjoying this pie book a lot more than the Hoosier one. This is a lot better because I have photos. Berry pie. Raspberry, blackberry, or strawberry pie. So I think even though I've never heard of the restaurant, I would enjoy this cookbook, Lemon Cream Pie. Even though I've never tasted the original pies, this has almost every pie recipe you could want. It's a great overview. Pecan Dream Pie. They don't have anything weird so far that I would never make. Oh, here's a limon pie. Look at that green color. Wow. Wow. Holiday Mint Pie. I just skipped ahead a couple chapters because we got to get on to the next cookbook. Sugar-free rhubarb, Okay, torts. Let's check out the torts. We don't want to look at sugar-free pies. That's no fun. Butterscotch coconut tort, chocolate cream tort, chocolate peanut butter tort. So you notice not every pie gets their own picture. Sad. And the coconut tort is complicated enough. It's been 2.5 pages of recipes. Wow. Lemon tort. Ooh, I like the layering. That's pretty. I love lemon pies in early spring or late winter when I'm tired of the dark and rain. And by the way, it is both slightly snowing out my window right now and a little bit sunny. I don't know how that happens. Okay. Rhubarb tort. It's so hard to photograph beige food. They're doing a good job. Raisin Bran muffins. We're in the muffin chapter. Blueberry muffins. Cream cheese muffins. So this isn't completely a pie book because it was a bakery too. Norwegian pepper cookies. Crumb caca. Makes about 4 dozen of them. Scandinavian oatmeal flatbread. Scandinavian sand backels are apparently little filled. I don't know what you fill them with though. Okay. And of cookbook. Norse Nook Book of Pies. I'd love to hear what you thought of that one. Okay. We have one more pie book in this Amazon live stream, and then we're done talking about pies for the day. And I will take a little break and be back to talk about Little House on the Prairie. The Southern Pie Book is our final pie book today. I'm looking for it. No, Country Living. There are a lot of Southern Pie cookbooks out there, but I had not looked through this one yet. It's from Southern Living. Jan Moon is the author. I'm very excited to look through this one. And I love the way the cover feels. It just feels good. It's soft. I don't know. This came out in 2015. Lots of cookbooks came out that year. Southern Pie Book. Ooh. Publisher is Oxmoor House. Oh, so far I'm loving the photography. This book is dedicated to my incredible and amazing children, Ben, Katie, and Jackson, who I'm in love with my entire being. Oh, that's sweet. So before we get to the table of contents, I think she's writing about pie. Oh, I love the way they organize this table of contents. From the bottom up, crusts, of course, whipped together, rustic to elegant, tarts and galettes, pie aplenty, slab pies. Top that, pie toppings, truly southern, classic southern pies, baked until bubbly, cobblers and crisps, easy as pie equipment, fresh picked fruit pies, hot to handle hand pies and fried pies. Wait, fried pie is a thing? Ooh, that sounds really good. And easy as pie and a crust index. I love how they decorated this book. So that's the pie and tart crust recipes, how to make dough in a food processor, tips. Fried pie pastry. Oh, like maybe turnovers? Is that what they mean? There's a recipe for cream cheese pie crust, cheddar pie crust, almond pie crust, coconut, lemon cornmeal, etc. You get the drift. Let's skip ahead. Okay. Ooh, graham cracker pie crust, ginger snap. Okay. Recipes. Sweet buttermilk pie. I have not had buttermilk pie in a very long time. Amelia's egg custard pie. Old-time vinegar pie. Tanya, have you had a vinegar pie? I don't think I've tried one, and I know they must taste good or people wouldn't make them, but it sounds horrible. I can't stand the smell of vinegar, but I do drink apple cider vinegar, a teaspoon in a glass of water. Tart lemon chess pie. Maple chess pie with brown sugar, bacon. These southern people like to put bacon in their pies. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging. Here's a shoe fly pie. Every southern pie book has a shoe fly pie recipe. It's gooey. And it's not shoe fly pie, says the author, unless you use molasses. Fresh pumpkin pie. Those of you that are joining us on Amazon Live, we are looking through the Southern Pie book to give you an idea of what it looks like inside and if the pictures are any good. This is my last pie book I'm going to look through today. Come back at 6 p.m. Pacific time if you want to talk about Little House on the Prairie and look through the Little House cookbook. This is a chocolate fudge pie with praline crumble. Let's jump ahead. A down south muscadine pie. What is muscadine? Is it some kind of alcohol? Well, let me see. Oh, it's a fruit. Well, I don't mind looking dumb. In late summer in Alabama, the muscadines are ripe and ready to eat. The beautiful globes of red and gold with a sweet musky flavor make great wine. Okay, so muscadine is made from muscadines. It was a wine. I don't feel so dumb. You can make jelly out of them too. Virginia peanut pie. Hi, Tanya. Maple and black walnut pie. Fresh picked. Okay, here's the fruit pies. Summer berry pies. Fresh strawberry pie with a pretzel crust. This is gorgeous food photography. I'm enjoying this cookbook, and I hope you are too. Classic cherry pie. Love it. Definitely a classic. I love that on the side they're asking the ingredients. They mention what kind of pie crust you're going to need to make this pie. This one's a black skillet apple pie. We all own black skillets. A pear and sweet cheese phyllo pie. Now, I am not up for making my own phyllo dough, to be honest. I would buy it, and then I would make the pie. So, those of you who just joined us over on YouTube, we're looking through the Southern Pie book. Fresh peach and apricot pie. Okay, let's get out of the fruit pies. Now we're in the whipped pies. Look at this, a red velvet pie with a meringue topping. Wow. Banana cream pie. Every pie book has a banana cream recipe. It makes me laugh. Lemon pie with basil whipped cream. Ooh, that's getting a little gourmet. Kind of like it. We have 4 people watching us on Amazon Live. Thank you for joining us. Mixed berry cream pie. And a Daddy's triple coconut cream pie. I don't personally care for coconut, but I know it's very popular. Seriously black bottom pie. So these are all the whipped ones. I got to get to another chapter, but I want to show you this Jim's graham cracker pie. That looks good. Now I'm getting hungry. I have to eat dinner first before dessert. A frosty peppermint pie. That's pretty. It's so pink. Peanut butter candy pie. Mocha mud pie. Do you remember in the 90s when almost every restaurant seemed to have a mud pie on the menu? It was just such a trend. So here's the tarts and galettes. And I love tarts and galettes because they're easy to make. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. You're going to freak out. Ready? Rosemary apple tart. Are you able to see that on my camera? I hope so. This is a brown sugar and date tart. Fresh orange tart with honey glazed pistachios. That is beautiful. Wouldn't that be nice at a spring outdoor garden party? Oh my gosh, I would love that. Okay. Caramel banana walnut tart. Fresh fig and goat cheese tart. Now we're in the baked until bubbly chapter of cobblers and crisps. Ben's blueberry crumble. Kumquat pineapple and ginger crisp. Now that is a recipe you don't see in every cookbook. I like that. Very nice. Tart cherry crisp. You do see that in cookbooks, yeah. Mama's peach cobbler. Of course we have a peach cobbler. Fresh fig and raspberry cobbler. Apple cranberry cobbler with brown sugar crust. Ooh, sunny nectarine pies. Those are so cute. Am I going too fast? Let me know if you want me to slow down a little when I'm flipping through. Pretty pocket pies. I'm just trying to not show so much that it hurts the cookbook author's feelings. Individual ambrosia pies. Now we're in pie aplenty. Slab pies. I don't usually make slab pies, and I should. Persimmon pudding pie with orange glaze. I'll just basically make whatever pie has the easiest cleanup. Cranberry pear slab pie. Banana split pie. How is that a pie? I'm confused. There must be a crust in there somewhere. It looks good, though. Frozen creamy lime and blueberry pie. That kind of looks like a hot mess in the bowl, but that would be delicious. I would eat that. Frozen lemon and berries pie. See, these I would definitely serve in summer when it's hot outside. Peanut butter and jam pie bars. How good does that look? Whoa. Buttermilk biscuit topping. So that's the toppings chapter. All right. I am going to finish up. I think of all the books we looked through today, I definitely think the Southern Pie book is my favorite and the one I am most likely to buy for myself because I have to take this back to the library. Awesome. So for those of you who are curious, I do not quite need glasses yet. So I use readers, and these are by Foster Grant, and I have to clean them. They're only $15, and they come in many, 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 many colors. I have this pair in pink, and I got, in case I'm wearing darker clothing, I have a purple pair. Awesome. And I am drinking, I have to stop drinking caffeine now because it's almost 4 o'clock at night. And the one thing I wanted to show you, I always burn a candle when I'm live streaming to keep myself company and set the setting. Did you know you can buy Bath & Body Works candles on Amazon? Because I don't want to give the bathandbodyworks.com website. I don't want to sign up and get an account, give them my credit card, because Amazon already has my credit card. This is champagne toast. I got it for myself as a Valentine's present because my boyfriend doesn't know what kind of candles I like. And it's just soft enough and a little bit sweet. Love it. It's not too sugary. It's not too vanilla. It doesn't make me feel like I need to eat dessert when I smell it. So I hope to see you in the next live stream that I'm going to do in about an hour, 6 p.m. Pacific. We're going to talk about Little House on the Prairie. And if that's not your jam, I'm totally not offended if you don't come watch. So thank you for watching. I'm going to sign off on Amazon Live and then end my YouTube stream, and I'll see you later.